back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an Arabic inspired makeup tutorial, mainly just the eyes. I didn't really show anything else, but everything will always be listed down low in the description box or bar, so just check that out. I'm just tying my hair back or pushing it back with a headband so there's no hair in my face. First thing I'm going to be doing is prepping my eye with some NYX eye primer. This is also a skin tone primer, so it's going to give us a nice blank, even canvas. I'm also going to be using tape for this tutorial. We're going to be using a lot of different eyeshadows, and I feel like for this tutorial you need a sharp line. So, you know, tape for me works better. If some people like to use concealer, do whatever makes you happy, but this is what I'm going to do. I'm using a MAC, I believe this is a 240 something. Again, everything will be linked down below, but it's just a flat brush by MAC, and I'm taking the color Vanilla by MAC and putting that on my brow bone. Now, you'll see here that it's not like super blended, but it's okay because we're going to go back in and blend that out anyway. So, I'm just placing that on right here, and again, I'll go back in and blend with my next color, which is going to be Texture. Texture with the 224 blending brush by MAC. Both products are MAC. And usually I use soft brown, but today I'm using Texture because the colors that I'm using are going to be even more blown out and a little bit darker than usual. So I'm using a color that's slightly darker as my transitional color than my skin tone. Next, I'm going to be taking the Milk Jumbo Eye Pencil by NYX or NYX and just placing that on my eyelid and blending it out with my finger. This is going to act as a second base for the eyeshadow that I'm putting on my lid. Since I want this eyeshadow to really pop, I'm using a white base, and I am also using a white eyeshadow, so everything will look nicely and pop nice with a nice white base underneath, especially a white shadow. So I'm just blending it out with a synthetic brush as well, a flat synthetic brush, just to smooth it out a little bit further. And of course, blending in between. Okay, so I was being totally lazy, I'm not even gonna lie. This eyeshadow that I'm putting on my lid right now was pretty much done, but I did not feel like getting up and getting the eyeshadow that I should be using for this tutorial. So later I stopped being lazy and I just go get it. But this is a frostier white, and I didn't like how that looked anyway. So the next color that I'm going to be using is Gesso by MAC, and that's this one right here, and this is more of a matte white color, and this is more so what I was looking for this look, so I just put it right on top, and it is more pigmented and worked out better. Just have to get my lazy butt up and get it. Just packing it on and then swiping it back and forth to smooth it out, and then we'll go back in and blend a little bit later. Next, I'm using, this brush is very important for this step. It can be any brand. This one so happens to be Morphe or Morphe. I'm still not sure how you say that brand, but you're just going to be placing this in the crease, and this kind of brush really helps to carve out your crease. The color that I'm using, by the way, is Swiss Chocolate, I believe, by MAC. It's a really nice warm brown. So I'm just speeding up the process here because it just takes so long to sit here and blend it, but I did want to emphasize that I really do sit there and blend it. First, I start off with a lighter hand when I have a lot of product on the brush and, you know, concentrated on the outer crease, and then as the product starts to disperse and get a little bit lighter, then I blend it out and apply a little bit more pressure, if that makes sense, and continue to blend just with that brush. It really does make a difference using this kind of brush. I'm going to take that same brush and take the color Blackout by Urban Decay in the Urban Decay palette, Naked 2 I believe that one's in, and just place that on the outer V, deepening it up a little bit more and adding some more definition. And again, I'm placing it more so on the outer crease with the most color, and then as it gets a little bit lighter, I'm going to be blending it into the actual crease. Okay guys, I'm just taking the same 224 blending brush as before and blending everything together slightly. And then I'm going to be taking my Inglot Gel Liner, the number 77, which is the black one. And I'm going to be creating a wing liner with the tape on because it does make it a little bit easier. it looks like I'm doing a really intense wing here, but it actually is kind of on the tape, so when I take off the tape, it's not that long. But you can do it however you like. This part is important. You want a nice black liner for this look. Just using an angled brush. I can't remember where I got this brush, but if I can find it, I'll link it down below. This is my NYC Liquid Liner, and for something like this, you need a thin point, like I'm showing right there, because we're going to get into the inner corner there and create that cat eye effect. Just elongating the eye and really giving that Arabic look to it. I'm going to be going back in with my Inglot Gel Liner number 77 and just placing that in my waterline and a little bit down off the waterline as well. And I just went into the other eye off camera just to save some time, but do the same thing on the other eye, obviously. And then I'm going to take a short shader brush by Sigma and the same blackout color from Urban Decay and just put that on my lower lash line and blend it out. We want a really dark under eye, but we don't want it to look like you got punched in the eye. You want it to look like it's nice and blended. So take your time placing the product and then blending it out. And then I also go in with a fluffy brush and blend it out even further. Okay, now I'm putting on some mascara. This is my MAC Extended Play Mascara, just prepping for some falsies. Doesn't have to be crazy amounts of mascara, just a couple coats on each eyelash or each eye, and also on your lower lashes. That's the look just without eyelashes or false lashes. I did go ahead and place my foundation and all that stuff off camera, and then I also just popped on my lashes, which I showed there, which were the Doll Me Up lashes by Velour. And the lip liner that I'm using is a Kevyn Aucoin in medium, and the lipstick I'm using is a MAC limited edition in Enchanted One, but you can use any nude you like. Then I'm just popping a little bit of gloss in the center of my lips to just make them look a little bit bigger, and you'll be all done. I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial and give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram for more updates. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!